Welcome to your energy update with the angels. I'm Devin Dewar, angel intuitive and spiritual teacher. The overall energy right now is calling for you to surround yourself with people who support your dreams and your wishes. Find people who have the same ideas as you, who are like-minded, maybe even seek a mentor. We're going to dive deeper into this guidance for you, but first I have a pocket affirmation for you. I invite you to write in the comment below this video to affirm this guidance coming for you. It is custom pocket affirmations that I give you throughout this video. These messages are meant for you anytime you come across them. I set a prayer of protection and intention that they are evergreen. If a message resonates with you, the angels are highly efficient. They know you will hear it. If it doesn't, leave it behind. It may not be meant for you yet. You can come back and watch the video again to see if it resonates later, or it may be meant for somebody else, so just leave it behind. So I invite you to write in the comments below this video, I am dedicated to my heart's wishes. I am dedicated to my heart's wishes. So this is really important here because this is what the angels are asking us to do at the beginning of these messages for you. They're asking you to see where might you be stuck in an old conditioned way of thinking, traditional viewpoints, traditional methods of doing things, and it's time to innovate. It's time to innovate the way you do things. Maybe you've learned something about your spiritual practice or your abilities and you're wanting to take them to the next level and you don't know where to go. The guidance here is to surround yourself with people who will support you on that. Now, they see the way you've felt very challenged with some of the people around you, where you've wanted to just buckle down and get things done. You've wanted to work on your spiritual journey. You've wanted to work on a creative project. You've wanted to do something that your heart really wants. Again, your heart's wishes. But you keep getting pulled in all these different directions because you're trying to honor your commitments. And the angels commend you on that. We do want to do what we say we're going to do. But there are times to set boundaries around our energy and our resources. And maybe it's time to have those heart-to-heart conversations with somebody in your life that, hey, you know what? I'm not going to be able to make those Tuesday morning coffees every week anymore because I need that time to work on my book. Or you know what? I love spending time with my grandkids, but we need to set a better schedule so that I also have time to myself to go hang out with my friends who do the same things that I do at my age. So you'll know what this is for you, but they do see the way you felt very challenged because you have made these commitments. You are loyal, you are honorable to those you love, and yet you're really wanting to focus on your heart's wishes. So that pocket affirmation was highly customized to you. I am dedicated to my heart's wishes. We will have 2 more coming for you, but I do invite you to write that in the comments below because it really helps your heart feel that energy when you do it. And it is customized, so trust that too, that the reason you're hearing that affirmation is because it's something that you can come back and use anytime somebody calls you up and says, hey, I really need you to show up for me, or hey, I know I said I only needed you to come here at this time, but now can you come earlier? And you're going, well, now that means I have to give up my time that I set aside for myself. And sometimes it is worth doing that. Sometimes we do have to compromise. This is where the angels will always say compromise is not settling. We're not settling for something that is below our heart's wishes, but there are times when we want to be recognized as a team player and we need to compromise with the way we do things. So you'll know what that is for you if you stop and ask your angels, ask your spiritual team, check in with your physical body. How do you feel? Now, we do want to watch out for those shoulds, okay? That message is coming in very clearly right now. Don't should on yourself. There's a famous spiritual teacher that said that. I'm blanking on whose name it was at the moment, but the idea is that a lot of us are raised in these traditional viewpoints. Remember, they mentioned that at the very beginning of the video about this is how you should be a parent. This is how you should be a good employee. This is how you should be a good spouse. When really, maybe that's not the case anymore. Maybe there's a way to innovate that and everybody wins. The angels always want us to seek win-win scenarios. And a lot of times you can figure that out through just heart-to-heart conversations. So what the angels want you to realize is there is someone wanting to work with you on your intuitive abilities. Are you somebody that's already very practiced with your intuitive abilities? You're highly aware of how psychic you are? Well, there's a new guide coming in for you that really wants to help you take things to the next level with that. If you are here watching this video, it is because you are a divine appointment. You don't have to call yourself this, but you are a light worker. You were called to watch this. So maybe you have doubt. Maybe you're new. You don't realize that you have these psychic abilities. Well, there's somebody who can help you develop your psychic abilities. And that's why they said at the very beginning of this video that there are, that they want you to seek like-minded people, surround yourself with people who believe what you believe, and maybe even seek a mentor. So I'm willing to tell you a bet right now, because I know my amazing audience. By the way, hi subscribers, I love you so much. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. I love staying in touch with you. How are you, my subscribers? Thank you for liking and sharing my video. But I know many of you here in this audience already know how intuitive you are. You are already using your light worker abilities, your psychic abilities, your intuitive abilities. You're already doing this. And there are people listening to this video who need your help too. So I even invite you to reach out to people here on this video below. If you're somebody who wants to work with somebody else, always check in with your intuition. I don't know everybody who's seeing this video, but think about things like that. Maybe you just share in the comments below this video something you're working on, and somebody else can offer you a video to go watch. It's a tutorial. There's so many tutorials. I actually have several videos here on this YouTube channel. I'm working on getting them more organized so you can find them more easily. But way back when I started this channel back in 2020, it was actually January 2020 that I started this channel. I wasn't as organized as I am now, and I'm trying to get even more organized, but I do have a lot of videos that talk about using your intuitive abilities. So you can even search back through my old videos on here. You'll see how funny it is, how different everything was with my lighting and my microphone and everything else, because I'm learning as we glow here too, glow and grow. All right, so let's go back to this guidance for you, because I just wanted to make sure you know there are so many free resources out there for you, and there are so many people that are willing to support you on where you want to go. If you want to take your psychic abilities to the next level, we are all born with those psychic abilities. So if you're not sure how to use them, I do encourage you to get a mentor, somebody you trust. If you start following a teacher that doesn't resonate with you, that's not your teacher. Leave it behind. Find somebody else. You do have intuition, and you know that. That's why you're here. That's why you were called to click on this video. But if you want to take it to the next level, then it is going to take you continuing to find the right people to surround yourself. Now, there's this old, really judgmental saying that I used to hear growing up. Even my parents would say this to me: you're judged by the company you keep. You're judged by the company you keep. Now, here's the thing about that. That is such a negative way to put that, right? But what they're really saying is, if you take it from a spiritual approach, is you're judging yourself by the company you keep subconsciously. So what the angels are asking you to do is to continue to move away from the people and the groups that do not support you, that do not have your highest interests at heart. Now, this doesn't mean cutting people out of your life, abruptly ending marriages or friendships or work relationships. It means protect your energy. It simply means protection. So if you always go out every Friday night to hang out with a certain group of people, but you leave feeling sore and sour and just ready to just get out of there, then that could be something you need to move away from, or just do it once a month. Or it could just be that you need to set boundaries around the things that come up in conversation. If you have that person that's always a downer or always giving you a hard time about something, maybe even having that one-on-one conversation saying, hey, we're really great friends, but it does hurt my feelings, or it does embarrass me when you say these things. So you'll know what that is for you. I felt like somebody very specifically needed to hear that message. Not everybody needed to hear that, but you know who you are out there. It is important to let people know in a loving and compassionate way when they've crossed a boundary, because otherwise we are judging ourselves for the company we keep, okay? So that's why that message came through so strong there. It's not meant to be judgmental, but if you look around and you realize that you are not feeling good about yourself when you're around these people, then there's either a conversation that needs to be made or a boundary that needs to be set. Now, at the time you're hearing this video, these messages, they are saying that it's actually really important you take a break from something. There's something that you are overworked with. Maybe you've been thinking too hard about something and you don't know what decision to make. Maybe you just have been overworked and you don't know what project to put down. Well, the angels' guidance here is to take a break, get away from that situation. They are asking you to take more time before you make a big decision about that. So when I say, at the time you're hearing this video, in these messages, when I say wait before you make a decision, quick, what was the first thing? What was the decision? Is it the decision of what you're going to make for lunch or dinner? Or is it the decision of whether you're going to hang out with those people this weekend? Is it the decision that you're going to tell your boss yes or no on something? What is that decision for you? The angels are asking you to take a little bit more time if you can sleep on it, if you can just get out of the environment. Sometimes just doing a little staycation where you're out of your normal daily routine can give you new perspective. If you do have the opportunity to take a little vacation away, the angels are encouraging that as well. Not everybody has that opportunity. And if you don't feel like you can take all the time you need, then at least take a few minutes or even an hour to just quiet your mind. Do something you really enjoy. Get creative. A lot of times when we give our body something physically to do and give our mind something mentally to focus on, like maybe a crossword puzzle or anybody who's into any kind of crafting, getting outside, gardening, all these things, when we give our mental and physical body something else to do, it allows us to bring in these new divine ideas that can really help us move out of a situation where we might feel stuck. It can also help us make those difficult decisions. Now, coming very soon, the angels want you to make sure you are not underestimating your ability to make the right decision for your heart. Remember, that was our guidance at the beginning, to follow your heart's wishes. So assert your independence. Use creativity to help yourself find solutions to relieving any pressure you have on yourself, solutions to any difficult dilemmas. If you don't have all the information you need, get out there and do some research, seek that mentor, get some advice, because we're not meant to do this alone. You do have your spiritual team who can send you signs or who can guide you to that mentor who's here in human form to help you. Now, they want you to know a lot of your personal power is going to come from a relationship that you have with your spiritual team. It's going to actually help you with resolving any conflict you have in your life. So I have a second pocket affirmation of the 3 I have for you today. I easily find positive solutions. Please write that in the comments below that video. I easily find positive solutions. And they are telling you your personal power comes from connecting to your spiritual team to find those positive resolutions. Trust in your ability. That's why the angels just said, don't underestimate your psychic abilities, your intuition, your spiritual team, those around you who support you. Again, you can ask to be guided to the right people in your life. I do that all the time. I call in people into my life that I know we would be in divine flow together. I ask for what I need, but then I don't get attached to the outcome. That's one of the things I teach in my angel communication classes, is not getting attached to the outcome that you get from the angels and from your spiritual team. By the way, if you are interested in angel communication class, please drop a yes. Just say angel communication class in the comments below, because I am looking at bringing that into my curriculum again. I used to teach those pretty regularly, and I've been getting a lot of requests. So also make sure you're signed up for my newsletter at devindoer.com. You can get my free ebook, Is It a Sign, when you do that. But sign up for that, and that way you'll be alerted if I do start up those angel communication classes again. I'm also talking about bringing on my online coffees again soon. So we'll see. Just keep in touch, because I love hearing from you anyways, and I'm trying to expand the way that we connect. So again, remember that your personal power comes from taking your psychic abilities to the next level in communication with your spiritual team. So that pocket affirmation is, I easily find positive solutions. Now, the people around you are going to help you with taking that leap of faith if you call them in. And Archangel Metatron is also willing to work with you too, who will bring you unexpected opportunities to find these people. So if you catch yourself driving down the road and there's a really interesting spiritual event coming up on the calendar you see advertised, ask your intuition, ask your team, am I supposed to be a part of that? Or maybe you're just browsing online and you see a group of people online that seem like they have the same interest. Maybe that's something you join for a little while and just feel it out. But there are going to be these unexpected opportunities coming from you, from the people around you, if you are careful to set your boundaries with the right people and you're surrounding yourself with people who really support what you're after with your mission here. Now, one of the things they also want you to do is be very logical is the word they're bringing in, on where you need to move in a new direction. There's something that we might need to change. We might need to review and evaluate our plans, our relationships. What is it that we have coming up? Or if you were to ask your heart's saying to you, you know what, I'm not really sure I want to do that. Or I don't feel like I'm really authentic when I'm with this group of people. How can I change that? Again, we're not being ever called by the angels to do anything drastic. Their guidance is always very subtle. But it might be that there's some more boundaries you need to set, where instead of committing to spend an entire weekend with a group of people that you know you get uncomfortable with, you call them up and you say, I'm only going to be there for a few hours each morning. You'll know what this is for you. I felt like somebody else needed to hear that as well. What's coming up for you, but review and evaluate your plans. This is really going to help you with where you're going. And before I finish the final guidance for today's video, I do have one more pocket affirmation for you that I invite you to write in the comments below. I am confident in my divine gifts. I am confident in my divine gifts. Write that in the comments below. Keep that in your pocket with you all the time, anytime you begin to doubt yourself, because that's what the angels are saying. Do not underestimate yourself. I am confident in my divine gifts. And you do have divine gifts, and we all have them in unique ways, but we might have to use them to reassess and reevaluate where we're going. Who's in my life? Where do I want to spend my time and energy? And that will help you to really trust that if you connect with your spiritual team and you surround yourself with the people who support you in your heart's wishes, you will ultimately get everything your heart is wishing for, but you will also feel more confident. So ultimately what's going to happen if you take that break that they're asking you to take, if you reevaluate who you surround yourself with, where you spend your time and energy, you are going to finally feel that you can be as original as you want to be. You're going to really feel like you can stand in your authentic power. You won't have that anxiety that you're being closed off from your abilities, that you won't have that anxiety that you're not getting opportunities. You will be able to do the things you want to do. You will be able to take advantage of these opportunities that are coming for you, because you will feel so authentic that you won't even flinch at the opportunity, because you will have all the confidence you need. Thank you for watching. And remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.